EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the International Challenge. Located in Troon, Scotland, founded in 1878, Royal Troon Golf Club playing host to the Open Championship 8 times and is slated to host its 9th major championship in 2016. I'm Rich Lerner for EA Sports, and alongside me today, my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. Frank, you've played in the Open Championship on a couple of occasions here at Royal Troon. It's a golf course that features some breathtaking scenery, and it can also serve up some breathtaking golf.
True links golf course, Rich. Relatively soft start can certainly lull you into that false sense of security, and then the golf course really starts to open up. That homeward 9, often coming back into a prevailing breeze, is very much a stern test.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday.
And a great start.
Frank, as we step to the tee here at the par 4 second hole, just 391 yards, but a classic case on links golf where the bunkering here is just so much different than a classic American layout.
And it's also where a change of strategy will certainly help. Remember, the ball's going to run much further here in Scotland than what it will in America. So you can use a shorter club and let that ball to run out to the normal distance you would hit it, perhaps with 2 or 3 clubs more.
Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. Setting up for an approach shot here.
There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Ooh, what a shot right there. Beautifully done. Now at the third hole here at Royal Troon, and Frank, another sort of short par 4, just 379 yards.
Yeah, simplicity's the key here, Rich. You don't really want to hit the ball more than 280 yards. Reason why is there's a burn there. And then from there, still only a wedge into a green that has 2 tiers. Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Settles in over the putt. Just has the feel today. Rich Lerner back with you at Royal Troon. Frank, first par 5 of the round. What's ahead?
Our best opportunity for a birdie here is to take it over the bunker on the right. If you do that, you're going to get a little added roll and go in here even with perhaps a mid-iron or a long iron.
Outstanding tee shot.
Yeah, ball sitting up. You don't have to worry about the wind or anything there. You just take a full-blooded cut at the second shot from here.
crucial eagle attempt on the way. This is a cross-country special. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
No, sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Birdie try again here today. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. On to the fifth hole now, Frank, and this is really where the old course starts to test the golfers. It's just over 200 yards. You happy with a par 3 here?
You are. This is one of the toughest shots, certainly on the outward 9. There's 4 bunkers of this par 3. You don't really worry about the one that's short left, but the one just on the front right of the green is the biggest concern. You've either got to go around it or carry it.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. Just a couple of feet. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. And what a good hole. They call it the slopes. And the rough off the right-hand side of the green, really some of the most punishing on the entire course.
And the one thing you don't want to do is actually leave it up there on that high side, because it means that you'll be chipping downhill.
Beautiful looking shot right here. That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards.
Second shot.
Third shot, looking for a good one. Birdie try up next. Now this for birdie, came away with par in the previous round. Continuing to putt with confidence. Frank, we're moving inland now to the 7th hole. It's a 405-yard par 4. What's ahead?
Little dog leg to the right. A couple of bunkers right on the corner of it. So once again, check the breeze and somehow find that fairway. Got the measurement out there, Rich. Looks like 290 yards.
This is a 125-yard shot with enough of a breeze at his back to make him think. It should be pretty good right there, on the safe side.
I think if we stretch the tape, Rich, we might get to 29 feet.
He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? Might be. Could be. Oh my goodness, that is amazing. Just a sensational putt. Frank, the par 3 8th hole, it is one of the most famous little holes in all of golf.
123 yards postage stamp. Pick the wrong club, though, maybe a little too much, and it'll be a green that you'll more than airmail.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
That's all he wanted to do there.
Yeah, it's touch. And when you think from that distance, chances of making are almost none. So to guarantee a two-putt, well done.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Ready to go here at the 9th at Royal Troon Golf Club. 423 yards. What are you looking to do with this one, Frank?
Well, it's another one that's a dogleg left. It's called the Monk, actually, because it faces the village of Monktown. One bunker on the left, 285 yards to carry that, but it's not that you're trying to carry it, it's you're trying to cut the ball off that.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Stuffed it in there really close, and now just a tap in. Getting set now over the putt. That finds the bottom of the cup. We'll call that a birdie. Setting up to start the back nine here, and if it's anywhere near as good as the front nine, Frank, he'll be very happy with his score at the end of the day.
Yeah, the hardest thing right now is to just keep doing the same thing without focusing on the score.
That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle. This, the second shot here at the par 4. On the green, and a chance for birdie. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Well, that's not the way you wanted to start out the backside here.
Yeah, you can't afford from inside 10 feet. It just, you feel like you have to make those, and I mean, they really sting when they miss.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, if you needed a reminder as to just how difficult this 11th hole is, none other than Jack Nicklaus had his problems here.
Yeah, he turned pro in 1962. He just won the US Open at Oakmont, and then he came to Troon, and on the 11th hole, he made a 10. That's right, double digits.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Now his third, staring right at the green. been this way all day. Airtight, no mistakes, solid shot.
And yet another green in regulation.
Good roll, solid. That's a par. Back here at the 12th, and this is a hole that heads back towards the water. You might not see your tee shot land over the ridge in the middle of the fairway here, Frank, so what's the best strategy?
Well, it's called the fox, and you have to be cunning like a fox here. This one has a slight bend to the right, and a little like the previous hole, this is another fairway that certainly requires your best tee shot.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Well, this is going to be an interesting day. The wind is howling, or as they would say in Scotland, just a wee breeze. Good looking shot right here. Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. And he'll have this for birdie and getting ready for the putt. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Good putt. Frank, on paper, 13 seems pretty straightforward, but it's not that simple, is it?
No, very stringent tee shot. Gorse right and left, plus a little sort of mound with some rough on down the right side. So really you've got to hit the ball down, not just the fairway, but the left side of the fairway.
Can't ask for much more. Right in the fairway here at 13. Now playing the second here at the par 4.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. He'll need to be strong with this. Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. Not a gimme, but well within his range. He's made it. Heading for home now, Frank, the par 3 14th, just under 180 yards. What's the key here?
Well, it's rather narrow at the front there. There's 3 bunkers, but it's the second 2 that you really worry about that narrow the front of the screen up. Plus the front is slightly raised, so ideally you want it to fly it more towards the middle where it starts to widen up.
And this is looking really good. A sensational shot right there, Frank.
Oh, you start beating your chest after a shot like that. That's the best we've seen into this hole to date.
This for another birdie on this hole on the week. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, now at the 15th, and how hard is this par 4?
The key really is to get the ball on the fairway here. Avoid those 3 bunkers, because this is one of the flattest greens on the golf course. Get the ball on the green here. Any putt's makeable.
Frank, right where you want to be.
Wouldn't be better if it was on a tee.
Right in the heart of the fairway, green light special. Frank, through the years we have seen countless what we would call good ball strikers, great swingers of the golf club, but there is something else that separates those kinds of players with the truly great achievers in the sport. What is it?
Great achievers have more than one plan. I think most players, it's always good if they're playing their golf. But what do you do if your driving is off or if your iron play is off? Do you have a plan B? Great players not only have a plan B, they have a plan C as well. And that's the difference. So when you set foot on the first tee, You've also got to be aware of, what if my driver doesn't go as well as I would like to, or my iron play isn't as sharp? Can I still compete?
So they can turn 74 into a 71.
That's right, and at the end of a 4-day tournament, the 71 doesn't look so bad, even if somebody shot 65 that day. Remember, as you know, and both of us know now, when you look at 4 days, someone always plays average for a day, but they don't play bad.
Golf tournaments aren't 100-yard sprints, they're marathons. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Everybody loves them. Birdie on the card. 17th here at Royal Troon. This is a very strong par 3, isn't it, Frank?
Well, if rabbits have teeth, then this is why it's called rabbit. Very, very strong par 3.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Long putt here. This will require a good touch. Just misses. Well, that's all you want right there. Just lag it down. Don't get too crazy. And now just to tap in left. And drops it in. Frank, how does this 18th hole here at Royal Troon stack up against some of the other finishing holes in major championship golf?
Rich, it's a stout par 4, 464 yards, so it's sort of in the ilk of a Muirfield or Royal St. George's finishing hole. And they've had some great 18th holes in Open Championships. This is actually called Craig End, and it's the name of the old farm that was demolished at the turn of the century. So the 18th hole, it's certainly grown up, and it's flourished to more than a farm. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Just a bit offline and into the bunker. In the greenside bunker, Frank, little bit of a problem. Frank looks like maybe the greatest bunker player of all time right there.
Well, he's making a name for himself today. You could certainly put him up there with Gary Player, Severiano Ballesteros. That was just a great bunker shot.
Well, that's how you keep a round going, make putts just like that. Just a fantastic week of golf. Add that one to the win count.
A lot of great quality players out there, and to come on top of that leaderboard is truly a great accomplishment.